To you bum ass. To you bum ass. That is real. Can't believe I'm crying. I'm so frustrated. Cause why would you do that? Like, why the fuck are you so bum ass that you would come to somebody's establishment and run out?
This is an interesting one. You know what it is. You're tuning in to Thoughts of Dizzy right here on the Epic Lounge Network. And if this is your first time pulling up to the Epic Lounge Network, please, before we get into it, just press the subscribe button. You won't regret it. Let's let her finish, because this sounds like it's going to be a juicy story, man.
Not knowing what happens after that. Nothing that is going to come to you. Y'all all look crummy as a yo. One leave, I was on the floor like the bitch weave was on the floor. That's how crummy this bitch look, yo. I swear to, and my manager is such a piece of shit. He's such a piece of shit. I make it seem like it's my fault. It's not my fault. I did everything I was supposed to do. I checked up on him. Was gone 2 seconds for me. Run after these. I'm not doing that. That's not in my job description.
So it sounds like she's upset. This woman works at a seafood restaurant, I believe, in Baltimore. I forgot what the name of it is, but it's a chain franchise. And she's upset because I guess she's getting a lot of backlash from her supervisor because they dined and dashed, man. They dined and they dashed. They didn't pay, and of course, it sounds like it was some sisters. So sisters hurting another sister, and it sounds like she got a lot of heat from management about this. But yeah, this is wild. She's upset. She didn't look like she in the work bathroom crying right now. Well, let's go more into it.
I swear to God, I'm not going for none of this. I'm not going for. I'm not. This is about pay half. As soon as I said illegal, he was like, "Oh no, we don't gotta."
Okay, so if the censoring is kind of throwing it off, but basically, her supervisor wanted her to pay for half of the bill that the people dined out on. Look, I've never worked in the food industry. I have, close loved ones that have and still do and things like that. I don't care what's going on at a job. If I'm doing my job and somebody else decides to do something to the company and you expect me to be company security and try to stop them, that's one thing. And I'm going to do what I can to the best of my ability while being safe, because this ain't, we not doing that. But then if I'm unsuccessful, I have to pay for the loss and damages of what somebody else caused, just because I work here. That is crazy. And that's definitely illegal. And she probably could sue or could have sued if they tried to press the issue. And she would be owning that chain right now. That is crazy. I'm not really a fan of the pink hair. Don't come for me in the comments. I just, come on now. You're in a professional environment. Change the pink hair. I'm pretty sure you can look good with another color. It's just the pink hair is distracting. But she is definitely well within her rights to be pissed off about trying to make her pay for a bill that somebody dipped out on. She's not security. She's doing her job. She's a server. That's crazy.
Yeah, don't fail me. It's enough to get off in this establishment. You're not about to make me pay for a $200 bill. You're not. You got me.
She is going in. She's going in on her supervisor. So I mean, if he if he on her TikTok, man, he gonna hear all of this.
I was so nice to y'all. Like, I was so nice to y'all. That's why I hate.
So now she's talking to the people that dipped out, hoping they see the video. I get you, sweetheart. That's a lot. That's crazy. I'm gonna fast forward this because this was kind of combined. Now let's see what she's talking about over here. I think this might be a video of her and the supervisor.
Yeah, they were young ladies.
Okay, I guess he's having a conversation with the boss about what happened. Let's see what's going on here. There's a little bit more.
So what happens? Because I'm not paying for that.
Oh, you gotta pay in half for them.
I'm not paying any of that, Edmund, at all.
He really trying to double down. Look, people. I don't know if this has worked on anyone ever that's in, retail or the food industry. The company has something called insurance. When things happen to the company, it is not your job to risk your life, your safety, and your well-being to make sure that you um, um, receive or return whatever stolen goods or whatever damages happen to, that company. That's what insurance is for. Your job is to make sure that you can do it to the best of your ability and you can provide the best customer service possible. Don't let anybody make you feel or think any different. And if they do, you need to contact your local labor board or your stateside or city county labor board, because that is unacceptable. That's crazy. And I could tell that this is the example of what happens when people have the resources, the money, and they do not have the knowledge and they do not know protocol and policy when it comes to running a business. And this happens a lot in this country. People have the money, but they do not have the professionalism or the knowledge, and they can just say crazy stuff like this to their employees. Let's keep going a little bit.
That's against the law. I'm not paying that.
Like, we're not talking about the law first, whatever we want to talking about, but we only talk about the thing we fixed on it. The last time the summer got the same problem.
What I'm about to say, a lot of people aren't going to like. When you are in business and you are in a environment, a county, a city, a country where you have to deal with other people, it is in your best interest for yourself and your business to be able to speak clear and fluent English when engaging with people, because context matters and communication is very important in any industry that you are in. This guy sounds like he has a lot of money, but he does not have a lot of people skills, and it's really hard to understand him. I'm gonna keep going though.
Because the summer chase on the outside. And
I went outside and it was still they were gone. I'm not paying that. I mean,
yeah, that's crazy. I'm sorry that even happened to you, sister. This goes with one of my points that I've said in the past. This is why we need our own establishments, so we know how we should be treated, and we should be treating each other with respect and with love and with grace. This is what happens when you work for folks that do not value you and they don't care about what you contribute. They only care about, what you're protecting that's theirs. That's crazy. He is definitely in violation, and that is definitely against the law. It looks like it's just more of this back and forth stuff. This was broken down to me and sent to me just different parts of this woman's scenario. I don't know if she has a GoFundMe, but man, if she does, let me know. I'll shoot $1 or $2 over there. I know we hear a lot of conversations about young people and people not wanting to work and stuff like that. But if you're going to be working in an environment like this, that makes perfect sense about why people don't want to work. That why Gen X doesn't want to work and the young people don't want to work. If they're working for people like this that don't know business and that are just pulling stuff out of their butt when it comes to how things are supposed to go in company policy, yeah, it would discourage a person from wanting to work a regular 9 to 5. Now you have all these young people making money off streaming and everything else. But yeah, this is disrespect, and I could see the sisterhood now. I'm like, see, this is black women getting disrespected. I mean, she is a black woman. She is getting disrespected. My personal opinion, I'm not crazy about the hair, but I don't think that has anything to do with the disrespect that she's dealing with. And it sounds like she just had a long day. All right, you got some sisters that came in. You was being nice. They literally door and dashed on you, and then your manager trying to get you to pay half, and which that conversation isn't going well. So you probably ain't gonna be working there no more. But yeah, that's insane, man. Let me play this last little part.
We have to call the police.
I'm not gonna call the police. They're gonna run out. I don't want to waste my time.
So
I will.
The correct thing
Now that's crazy.
The server pay for it.
So you want the server to pay for the loss of goods, and then you don't want to call the police because the police is a waste of time. Yeah, that is somebody that should not be running a business. And I'm even going to hold her accountable a little bit because he was stupid before it got to this point. Okay. He was dumb before it got to this point. If this is how he's running his business and you chose to go back. So hopefully it's a learning lesson for you. And hopefully, I don't think he's going to learn anything because he ain't learned nothing. And somebody was dumb enough to give him a loan or give him the money to run a business. I'm looking at the fit right now. He got cut up pants and boots and stuff in the kitchen area, which should be a SQF violation. Yes, I work and have worked in the food industry. So yeah, he's already in, as far as California goes, you in violation. You shouldn't be showing all of that. And bruh, yeah, yeah, this is crazy. The not calling the police thing, that's even more insane. And the fact that this is on video, if you do have any losses in your company, it's probably going to get investigated because now your insurance company, if they ever see this, and your loan company for your franchise, if they ever see this, are realizing that you're not willing to call the police and file police reports. I have several businesses and I understand how this stuff goes. And that's why I'm saying it. So this is why I know this. That's crazy. I totally understand people, especially sisters, you out there trying to earn an honest living, and that's who you have to show up to. Y'all let me know what you guys think in the comment section. That's crazy. I kind of feel for her, but I kind of don't at the same time because this dude was stupid before it got this bad and you were still working there. So hopefully you learned your lesson. But you guys let me know what you think in the comment section about this situation. This is stupid. This is crazy. You've been tuning into Thoughts of Dizzy. You know what this is right here on the Epic Lounge Network. Until next time, peace.